Hi, my name is Lindsay, and my question, I guess, is for both sides of the argument, and that is, as you look at the growth and proliferation of charter schools, what effect do you think that's had on public schools, and like traditional public schools in this country?
I'll take it first to the side arguing for the motion. Gary Miron.
We've studied that in many of our state evaluations. One of the first things that we see is the loss of money, in part because districts start to advertise and market their schools more in response to charter schools. Overall, when we see in some urban areas like Detroit, which is recognized by many academics as a poster child for failed school reform, we see devastating impacts, negative impacts on for the district schools. They're losing a lot of students and money, and they have fixed costs with infrastructure, for example. But also, what they're finding is many students are coming back after the head counts, and most states are still using a head count, the fourth Friday head count, as a way to allocate funding. And many students are coming back after that, having a devastating impact financially on the districts. The districts also end up having more concentrated populations of the students with severe and moderate disabilities, and also children with disciplinary problems, because many of these kids are suspended and pushed out of the charter schools and back. The district schools have to take students at any time of the year. Charter schools often don't take them in the middle of the year because they don't have to. And why would they do that? They're disruptive to bring in a new student, and the money often doesn't follow the students. So it has a very negative impact on district schools, an impact we don't see resulting from magnet schools.
Well, the money does follow, and most states pay their charter schools monthly, so if they were really those money grubbers you're talking about, they'd be taking them. But that's really not the issue. It's a great question. Look, these are all really critical issues. We don't have all the answers, but we do know on this particular area with the amazing job the charter schools have had in actually transforming the way our traditional public schools do business, not because the people inside, like our friend the New York City Department of Education, were sitting around, they weren't doing a great job by themselves, but because what you have seen is the ability to help unlock and unleash the potential for students to learn and educators to get involved in that learning. In Washington, D.C., 47% of the kids in charter schools, that has had a dramatic impact on increased achievement through every single kind of school in D.C. Economic climate's gone up, communities are safer. You see that in Boston, Massachusetts. You see it in Phoenix, Arizona. There is no question that this small, comparably small set of charter schools over 26 years has re-jumped exactly as intended to do traditional public education, such that people started coming back and private school enrollment started going down. That is good news, particularly when it affects student achievement too.